on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars on Monday Night Primetime. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from the Sunshine State. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. Fake the handoff. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Patriot Tootin. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
Finding room across midfield. And he'll be taken down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. That's another quick first down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
Boy, they got the block to spring him, and it was a foot race. And when he gets in that foot race, Mike, he's normally good for this type of yardage before anyone's able to run him down.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Now for the point after. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles 7, Jaguars nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Begins with a run by Chuton. And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. That's complete to his running back, Bayshul Chuton. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Chuton. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
15-yard pickup there. First down, Jacksonville.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Let's go now. Rocco 80.
From the gun, it's Jones. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
On the play. It's now third down.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins, as they are facing a tough 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. His 4th TD grab of the season. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2, and they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
In motion goes Cooks. The drive will start on the ground, and a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. 31.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
60 bucks, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Tight end motioning left. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
Let's go.
They bring the tight end in motion. third down, they'll throw from the gun. Going left side down the field, and it's complete.
That's good.
15 yards through the air. First down, Philadelphia.
A gain of 15.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's just an awesome play, especially in the midst of that kind of pressure. The second his head turned around, there was a guy right in his face, but he gets the ball out quick, right as he's being hit, and his guy does the rest with the ball in his hands.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He's fought through that first contact. It'll bring up second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Play action now. It's Jones. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took up way too much time to get to the open receiver, and when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Run over center now with Tootin. Yeah. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go, set. 72.
In motion goes Cooks. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw left side is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
In motion goes Cooks. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards. Give on the ground, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
The 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Eagles. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 of the year. Santos for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
On play action, it's Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
That's good.
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. Forced out wide. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. We'll talk things over before third down.
On the set. Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Nick Sirianni now going to send out the field goal unit. And this is a long one. Officially 64-yard field goal attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get across the 20, welcome down to the 23-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
At the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Let's go.
On first down, Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
The 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Jones. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He fields it at the 8. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line
Second and 10.
Ready? 70 Lion. Hurry, hurry. I got him.
They motion the slot man left. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Set up. 70 Lion. 72.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. The handoff here, up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
At the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Look him up on a second down and 8.
Let's go. Hey, check that street.
He'll try the right side this time. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. The tight end going in motion to the left. Here's a run. Score again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season.
The kicker on.
And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 41, here's second and 4. Right back to Tootin. And And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Shot. Shot alert. Go.
They'll look to pick it up with Tootin. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
14 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Back to throw is Jones. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Jones on the bootleg. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
They'll run. It's Tootin. And he will get into the end zone. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Eagles 41, Jaguars 24. Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
In motion goes Cooks. Now they'll set up to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Cowboy 80. Go.
And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up fourth down. What a hit.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A safe kick taken at the 5. Wow! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Jones now on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Lions. Cowboy.
Now Jones throwing on second down. This one is caught by Reed. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 8 brings up third and 2.
Shotgun now for Jones. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
10 at the 43-yard
Critical
line.
third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Again, it's Jones. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Jones to the air again. Moving left. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
A loss of 5 brings up second and 15 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jones. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
3rd and long.
18, here we go. Head to 60, head.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing now is Jones. This one's batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Jones. A quick slant, up by Hill. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, it's a run with Tootin. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
Now, 1st and goal.
Set.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Jaguars. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Makes the score Eagles 34, Jaguars 31.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Up the middle they go. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football.